Have you ever caught yourself saying, "That's just who I am? I don't take any crap. I have a strong personality"? You take pride in being reactive. You believe that hitting back and standing your ground with everyone is a sign of power and authenticity. You think you're protecting yourself, demanding respect, making sure nobody screws you over. But I need to give you a reality check right now, that a strong personality is actually an emotional weakness. And it is acting like a money repellent in your life. The truth is, prosperity is extremely sensitive to the frequency of people and environments. Money is an energy of expansion, of lightness, and of harmonious exchange. When your nerves are always frayed, when you're always ready for an argument, ready to point out a mistake, or ready to explode over anything, you create an invisible wall around you. You could be the most competent person in the world. But if your temperament is a minefield, prosperity will choose to stay far away. It will land on someone who knows how to maintain their calm and their flow. Let's look at the physics behind temperament. Everything that exists is a frequency. The quantum vacuum, where all opportunities and wealth emerge from, operates in a state of coherence. Coherence means the energy waves are aligned, rhythmic, and at peace. When you lose your temper, when you fall into bitter judgment, or when you become difficult to deal with, you break your own coherence. You generate what science calls quantum noise. Your electromagnetic field, which should be a magnet for clients, ideas, and luck, becomes an antenna emitting signals of a danger and instability. Money feels this chaos. On a subconscious level, people feel an itch of discomfort around you. And without knowing why, they decide not to close that deal. They don't recommend you for that project. They don't hand you that opportunity. You win the argument. You prove they're an idiot. But the price of that moral victory is an empty bank account. You are trading millions of dollars for the momentary pleasure of letting someone have it. The big mistake that will destroy your 2026, if you don't change, is believing your reactivity is armor. You think that if you are soft, calm, and patient, people will walk all over you. So, you prefer to live armed to the teeth. But here's the problem: when you live with your weapons drawn, your hands are too full to receive the gifts of the universe. Someone holding a sword cannot hold a high-value check at the same time. A difficult temperament is the sign of an ego that is terrified. And fear is the opposite of faith and flow. Every time you explode, you are telling the quantum field, "I don't trust the intelligence of the universe to handle this, so I have to use my aggression." This gesture of absolute distrust closes the floodgates of abundance. The universe does not hand over major financial responsibilities to those who have no dominion over their own emotions. If you can't govern your tongue, how can you govern a fortune? To change your destiny in 2026, you need a vibrational makeover. You need to understand that real power doesn't belong to the one who screams the loudest. It belongs to the one who stays at peace in the middle of the storm. Being prosperous requires you to become magnetic. And magnetism only exists in relaxation and emotional elegance. Your home today reflects your temperament. If the walls of your house have witnessed screaming, slamming doors, and cold shoulders, the environment is soaked in a frequency of discord. And that frequency kicks wealth out. That is why I developed the billionaire brainwave. It's designed to help you perform environmental alchemy. Inside, I teach you how to clear the anger memories and conflict frequencies trapped in the objects and corners of your home. I'll show you rituals to calm your own vibration and seal your house against negativity. You will learn the light response technique, which teaches you how to not react to provocations, keeping your frequency high so the money can walk in. This guide is your step-by-step to transform your temperament from a difficult person to a prosperous spirit. When you change your behavior, the universe changes your reward. It is time to stop scaring away your profit with your reactivity and start attracting your fortune with your peace. Your temperament is the most expensive tool in your life. If you use it to fight, it costs you money. If you use it to flow, it brings you wealth. Choose to be smart instead of being reactive. Let everyone else be right, while you stay with the results. The quantum vacuum is order and harmony. Tune into it, and see how the doors open without you having to kick a single one down. 2026 will be the year of the women who learned that silence and calm are worth more than gold. Write it here in the comments to break this pattern today. I master my emotions and become a magnetic channel for wealth. Write it with the decision of someone who will no longer surrender their power to anyone. Click the link in the description. Download the Billionaire Brainwave. And let's start the emotional and environmental deep clean of your life. Let's take off the lock of anger. Clean the soul. And leave the path clear for prosperity to flow in peace. Your 2026 will be the year of balance and extraordinary profit.